Certain people only see the intellectual aspect, but others see the spiritual formation and the spiritual downpour and the influence that brings about that intelligence.
Looking for wisdom that speaks to your heart? Say hello to Rabbi Joseph Kolakowski, the Koblenzer Rebbe. Rabbi Joseph Kolakowski, the Koblenzer Rebbe, brings ancient wisdom to today's world. Each week, he dives into the Kedushas Levi, unraveling profound insights from the Parsha. Whether you're deeply versed in Torah study or just beginning your journey, Rabbi Kolakowski's teachings are accessible and inspiring. His unique approach not only sheds light on the text, but also offers practical guidance for modern life. So why not join us and discover the timeless wisdom of the Kedushas Levi? With Rabbi Kolakowski, every Parsha becomes a path to deeper understanding and personal growth. Tune in, and let the Koblenzer Rebbe illuminate your week with Torah truths that resonate. Subscribe now to stay inspired and spiritually connected.
Baruch Rabbi, and welcome everyone. Every Thursday we try to learn a little bit from the Holy Rebbe Levi Yitzchak ben Sosashem Berditchev, his Zechusi Galinamu, Bal Kol Yisrael Amen, in his famous Hasidic volume, Kedushas Levi. By the way, if you're a member of this channel, you can actually see these videos early, so you might want to consider a membership as well. This week's Parsha is the first reading in the book of Numbers, the Parshas Bemidbar. We are in the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 49, where it says, Ach esmati Levi loisif kod besoch b'nei Yisrael. It says, Howbeit, the tribe of Levi thou shalt not number, neither shalt thou take the sum of them among the children of Israel. The holy Berditchev Rav explains, Ki Torah remach mitzvahs aseh v'shisa mitzvahs lo saseh hem oros. We know that the Torah contains 613 commandments. Those include 248 positive commandments, the thou shalts, and 365 negative commandments, the thou shalt nots. But these are not merely something that's a commandment, a law. These are a type of light, a type of illumination that God offers to human beings. V'mishkan hu masha orus haruchnios hem mitzumsamim b'mishkan. So therefore, many of the commandments applied to the tabernacle and later to the temple. That is where these supernal spiritual lights were filtered down and constricted into the tabernacle. V'soel hem gam ken orus Torah. And the pious members of the Jewish communities are also the lights of the Torah. Ki kol echad Yisrael hu oismei Torah. Because each and every Jew represents the archetype of one of the letters of the Torah. V'chlal hu, and the general concept is as follows. The human body, the rabbi's account, contains 248 limbs and 365 sinews, which correspond to these archetypes in the spiritual, supernal, spiritual, astral body, the Chalukah Rabbanim that we have for our soul. Because there are not only 613 commandments, but 613 intellectual lights in the worship of the Creator. Those are the spiritual limbs of the body. And the Blessed Creator is always pouring down influence into the intelligence, into the mind. But if a person is so intellectual and without the spirituality, that he's a pure rationalist and not a mystic, so there are certain people that are like that. So certain people only see the intellectual aspect, but others see the spiritual formation and the spiritual downpour and the influence that brings about that intelligence. And And actually, that is what a prophet would see in the ancient times. We see that in 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 9, Ki lanavi hayom yikar lefonim haroeh. It explains that what was called in the time of the author a prophet was called a seer in the time of Samuel. V'zeh remez, v'zeh ma'aseh menorah kamara she'era semesh Moshe kenosas a menorah. This is what's hinted to, that we see in Numbers chapter 8, verse 4, that this is the blueprint of the menorah, the candelabrum in the tabernacle, in accordance with the vision that the Lord showed Moses. Thus did he make the menorah, the candelabra. However, this is only mentioned only by the menorah, but not by the rest of the work of the tabernacle. Why? Because the tabernacle hints to the intelligence. The menorah is alriyas hashefer hu b'chol rega me'ilas elasichlis. The menorah, however, represents something higher, where that intelligence comes down from into the supernal spiritual levels, and then it comes down into the brain. That's what it means according to the vision which the Lord showed Moses. Moses saw how that influence, how that blessing came down from the highest levels down into the brain, into the intellect. And therefore, that's why the Levites were not counted among the Israelites. Why? What does this have to do with anything? Because the Israelites, the Jewish people, represent that archetype of the intellectual light. But the Levites represent a higher archetype, which is where the spiritual energy comes down to be formed into the intellect that was created by God. And how that works. So we're going to read in next week's Parsha that when the Levites were purified, they were completely shaven. Their whole skin, their whole body was shaven, bald. Because hair represents the archetype of a garment. Whereas the Levites represent a much higher archetype, which is totally naked, denuded of the trappings of this world, but rather that pure intellect, that pure belief that comes up from heaven, and that energy that comes directly from God without any filtration. All right. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment, and we'll see you later.
We hope you enjoyed this content. This channel has over 5,000 videos, including Torah commentary, podcasts, footage of Jewish and historical events, and much more. We are sure you will find more videos you will enjoy. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, and comment. Rabbi Kolakowski often makes videos based on questions in the comment section, so you might have a video made just for you. By helping this channel grow, you are helping to spread Torah. God bless.
Yibunei ha-migdash, hirtziya in the